Chairman, I want to devote my final call of the night to the people of Northern Rodney, 22,000 people in the northern extremity of this region, who feel very, very hard done by this national government. They feel betrayed, they feel like they've been treated with contempt, but they are not alone, actually. People from Wellsford to Pukekohe feel exactly the same way. 97% of people in the Our Auckland People's Referendum said they were unhappy with the way the government had run the whole Super City process. A solid 50% of Aucklanders in the last batch of Herald Digipolls were unhappy no matter which way the question was asked. They said they opposed the government's Super City. They did not believe it would lead to better management of the region. They don't like the way they were ignored. 60%, actually 58%, don't want CCOs. The government's lucky if it can muster 20 to 30% of Aucklanders who have anything positive to say about that minister's Super City model and the way he has managed the process. But let's look at the situation of Northern Rodney, because I think it's a really interesting case study. It's an example of change management and political management that has been an absolute fiasco from beginning to end. The Royal Commission recommended, after 2 years of research and extensive consultation, they recommended that all of Rodney District be brought within the new unified Auckland. The Select Committee heard submissions in Rodney, and many people, local organisations, community boards, individuals came along, and people were clearly divided in the community about whether they wanted to be in or not. And Mayor Penny Webster famously said, "The Super City's a great idea, but it's a great idea for you and not for us." Well, John Carter, the Sancho Panza of this entire enterprise, he advised Cabinet, he advised the Prime Minister to cut the problem in half. That was his solution. Send the northern part of Rodney up into Kaipara and bring the southern part down into the Auckland Super City. And that was the recommendation from the Select Committee. And then we had the infamous meeting at the Ascension Vineyard in Matakana. It's very interesting to speculate what was said, who was there, who were the influential National Party supporters at that meeting who were able to exercise enough pressure to force the national government to change its position 24 hours before they brought the second Super City bill back to this House. 24 hours before, the government did a complete flip-flop on John Carter's decision to bring half of Rodney in, and they went back to the Royal Commission and said they were going to bring the whole of Rodney in. So the Northern Action Group and the Wellsford Community Group mounted they went from door to door. They collected 6,000 signatures for their petition to stay out of Rodney, out of a community of 22,000 people. They brought that petition to the Local Government and Environment Select Committee. What did the National Party members do on that Select Committee? They rejected it outright. They said they didn't want to have a bar of it. They rejected a petition that had, between 1 and 3 or 1 and 4 people in that community had signed. Well, sir, I have to tell you that Labour supports the Royal Commission boundaries for Auckland, but we believe that the people of Rodney have been treated with such contempt by such an amateurish process run by this minister that the people of Northern Rodney deserve to have their case heard, and that's why we've supported brought this SOP to the House today. But, sir, it's not just the people of Northern Rodney. The entire population of Auckland have been treated with contempt. They were never consulted on the findings of the Royal Commission. They were never given the chance, like every other community around New Zealand, to have a say on a forced amalgamation through a binding referendum. And, sir, no national MP was willing to support this local bill in the House. And it's an established custom in this House that local members will support the bill. Not the member for Northland and not the member for Rodney. Neither of them were prepared to support the voice and the will of the local people in Northern Rodney and bring that bill to the House. Well, what a travesty. And all I can say is that the people of Northern Rodney will remember that next year.
Members, it's now gone 9:20, and as I understand it, leave was sought for this debate